Are hoes only for the holidays? Or are they too busy scheming, scamming, and attracting their Santas? This hoe used to be lonely for the holidays. I'm going to tell you what I used to go through and how I overcame it. Stay tuned. And we're back. Hello, my name is B Dunn. I'm also known as a healthy hoe, here to bring you a hoe segment. So, are hoes lonely for the holidays? The simple answer is going to be no. Personally, I didn't even realize that I wasn't bringing anyone home for Thanksgiving, which I never do. I never have done. Until I logged onto Lonely Facebook, and that's when I noticed. And then I noticed that I still don't care. Because remember, hoes don't care. All we're really concerned about is getting paid, honestly, and we can't control things that we have no control over, so why let it depress us? Now, considering where I used to be to where I am now, I can honestly say that I used to be desperate. So I would get upset around the holidays and, not being married and all this and that, but that was back in the dark ages before I joined this holy lifestyle and I changed myself for the better. But this is why if I ever talk to you in person and I call you desperate to your face, if it's warranted, it's because I've been there. And it's out of love and because I care and I don't want you out here looking like a fool, because you don't think that you're desperate when you actually are. You come off as desperate and you don't realize it. And it's okay. I mean, you can change if you want to. Like, I literally just woke up one day and was just over foolishness. Now, it was a build-up, and one person finally just made me realize that I was not winning, and it was my fault. So instead of getting mad and bitter and out here just bashing all men, I had to look at myself. I was the common denominator. I had to make a change. So I made a conscious decision to win. And I've been doing it ever since. Excuse me. Even when I lose, I'm winning. So if you ever look at my He Tried It, I'm not getting robbed. Coming home without proper compensation for my time, it's slight robbery. But I'm coming home food and alcohol. What a lot of females consider the best time on earth because they don't know any better is basic as hell to me and just not enough. Like now, I'm crying if I come home from an expensive dinner and I didn't get to go shopping. So I've come a long way. And I have realized my standards and I've set up my goals to where I am actively working towards them, and I do not have time for foolishness. I literally don't have time. If you're not an asset, you're a liability. Why are you here? I don't have time for that crap. I don't want any old guy in my face just to say I have a man. A dick does not validate me, and it shouldn't validate you either. I love my sanity and myself way too much to ever let some loser drive me crazy, especially for free. So I told the universe what I want. I just sit back like the Gross Sisters with my hand out. That's what I do. And you ever notice that any old goofy female that says things like, "Oh, at least I got a man," is that ever a man you ever want? Honestly, think about anybody you ever heard say some stupid shit like that. Would you ever want her man? But he'll probably want you because he's all in your DMs and everybody else's. And if you think about all the marriages and relationships that you know personally, not people on Facebook, because everybody lies, paint pictures thinking that their life is so perfect and it's not. Think about all the relationships that you know of. How many of these marriages and relationships do you actually want? Exactly. I'm not trying to shit on anyone's personal situations. I'm just trying to make you understand that just having a man is not really worth it. Because you see a lot of people that have a man, they all miserable as hell. The only reason they even together is because somebody got pregnant. Sorry. Anywho, a lot of women that are pick-me's, they don't realize that they're pick-me's. No one knows they're pick-me's until someone tells them, "You're a pick-me." And even if you tell some of them, they still don't believe you. If a female doesn't believe you, Never tell her anything else ever again. She has been cut off from all truth. If you see her walking off of the proverbial cliff, you tell her that you will wait for her at the bottom. Because a lot of these females, they don't want to listen to the truth. They are addicted to playing themselves, and they love being miserable. Because remember, happiness is a choice. And they don't want to get any better. They like being miserable, and they like being victims. Let her be a stupid victim. Because think about all the people you've seen or heard of. I heard a story today at Twin Peaks. Some girl went up to the bartender. Hey, girl. So she goes to my bartender friend and she says, hey, man, this guy's beating me. I need help. I'm so scared. And everyone's freaking out like, oh, my God, what do we do? So the guy starts beating her ass in the damn Twin Peaks. He runs off. She chases behind him, y'all. Right. So tell her that you'll wait for her at the bottom of the cliff. You can't help her. I digress. But how do I know all this? Is because I've been there. I never got my ass beat, but I've been a desperate pick-me. I used to feel like any old nice guy that was just around was worth getting to know. Especially if he had a college degree, because I just need a man with a college degree. And I was literally considering men marriage material just because they were there. Not because they were actually my man, but because they were there. And that's sad. And no one ever just shook me by the shoulders and said, get it together. It never happened. So that's what I'm here for. I wish I had me years ago to just shake me by the shoulders and slap the hell out of me and tell me to stop being stupid. But, I mean, lessons are best learned firsthand. And I changed. So, here we are. Now, what is a pick-me? You might ask. A pick-me is a woman who is constantly and unconsciously yelling, I'm a good woman. Oh my gosh, I'm a good woman. I'll prove it. Please pick me. I just want to get married. Oh, I'm such a great person. Pick me, pick me. Please look at me. That's pick-me. She's trying to get chose. Yes, I used to say stupid shit like that too. Now, pick-me's will let a guy hit just because he's cute, not because he's done anything for her or he loves her, because he's there and he's cute. Not because the guy's actually paid a damn bill, bought her something nice, or flew out somewhere. And a pick-me doesn't need a man's money. She's got her own money. And she'll even give him some. And her pussy ass mouth. And pay him. That's sad. Desperation and loneliness is very obvious to everybody but the pick-me. And like on Facebook, you think you're sharing just a little funny single person meme, but you look like a lonely retard. And when women complain about all men being bums, all these bums here is, oh man, this bitch is desperate. All I gotta do is the bare minimum and just give her some attention. Not a gift, just attention. I ain't gotta pay a bill. And I'm in there. And he's right. Because you don't come off as a prize worth competing for. Now, hoes, on the other hand, hoes are too busy attracting their Santas. They don't have time to be crying over guys who only want to meet your family just so that you'll sleep with them. Hoes know how to make men earn their attention. So even when he does turn out to be a piece of trash, oh well, she's got this and she's got that. She paid this off. Yeah, whatever. See you later, buddy. Now, since I began my journey as Hokage, bringing a man around my family is one of the last things I want to do. Not because I don't want them to meet anyone I'm dating, it's because my family and my friends are precious to me. And whenever I bring a guy around, next time he's going to actually be my man. Ugh, whatever. But I want someone special around. You don't need to be coming around if you're nobody. Because I get tired of meeting guys that suck. And, like, from my sisters or whoever. And it's like, ugh, I hate them. Then you gotta just wait for him to disappear. Like, I shouldn't have even met that guy. Whatever. And then, too, whenever you bring a loser around, your family keeps bringing him up. What happened to so-and-so? Like, bro, I told you he was trash. Let him go. Let him rest in peace. Ugh, gross. So, I brought a guy home one time, And he's the reason I turned my back on the pick me life and I never turned around and looked back. So instead of crying about a dick that I don't have, I took the time to actually change. And you should too. Even better yet, start scamming. I hate to say this, but all the things I've acquired have lasted longer than the people that gave them to me. Because things are more important. But when I started gold digging, hoeing, having standards, what have you, I learned how to get men to treat me better. And I also learned that being nice and not asking for things and cooking for a guy, trying to prove yourself, that shit doesn't work. You're just going to play yourself. He's there to smash. That's his objective. And then he's getting free meals out of you and all this extra attention that he doesn't deserve. He's only getting it just because he's there. And instead of crying about it, learn to use it to your advantage. Like I said, it might be a little mean and wrong, and you might be accumulating a little extra karmic debt, possibly. Who am I to say? But, I mean, it's better than crying and being a pick-me. Because remember, loneliness is a choice. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Obey me on Twitter. Shout out to Juan in Fort Worth. I see you, buddy. And stop being lonely for the holidays. Start attracting some things and make you feel better. Talk to y'all later.